Hey, what's going on guys? Welcome to this brand new channel that I've created to showcase all of our externals from our store. Of course, I've been getting a lot of requests over on Discord and a lot of people have been saying, why do you not showcase the externals? There are not many showcase videos available. So I thought I'd go ahead and create this channel for all of the people that have been requesting it. In this video, I'll go ahead and show you how you can set up and use the Warzone and Black Ops 6 executor. This loader or this cheat will work on both games, so you don't have to worry about buying a separate one. You will be able to use that on multiplayer as well as zombies, and also over on Warzone, which is a free game, so anyone will be able to play that. So first things first, you will need a license to use the cheat, so you will be able to purchase that from the first link in the description, which will take you over to our website. From there, go over to the Black Ops 6 and Warzone section and click on this external. We do have the 1-day, 7-day and the 30-day licenses, and when it comes to detections, we've never been detected on any of the externals ever since the launch of the product. You will be able to see our last detection status over here. Now, when it comes to any Call of Duty game or Black Ops 6 or even Warzone, they actually have a shadow ban system. And what that means is if you get a certain amount of reports through other players, you get shadow banned for a certain amount of time. Now, this can happen to anyone. It can happen to a legit player as well if they do get a certain amount of reports, so it has nothing to do with the cheat itself. And the way you could get reports is obviously if people look at the kill cam and they can obviously see that you were looking at them through a wall or you were pre-firing when you couldn't see them. So things like that will get you reported, and if you get a certain amount of reports, then there is a chance that you will get shadow banned. The thing about shadow bans is they are temporary and it usually lasts from 5 to 7 days. It can be shorter, but it's usually around 5 to 7 days. And after that, you will get unbanned if they haven't found anything. So for example, we do have screenshot protection, which is something that they would check for when you are shadow banned. And yeah, if they don't find anything while you're shadow banned, then you will go ahead and be unbanned. To find out if you're shadow banned, you can go ahead and Google Activision ban appeal, open the website up, log in with your Battle.net account, click on appeal. If it says limited matchmaking, that means that you're shadow banned. And if it says no bans detected, then that means you're completely fine. And when you are shadow banned, you can still join the game, you can still enter games, but the only difference is you cannot queue with normal players. So it will take you like 5, 10, 20 minutes to find one match, and even when you do find a match, it's going to be against other people that have been shadow banned, so there's no point in playing when you are kind of shadow banned. It's better to just kind of switch to another account or stop playing for a couple of days until the shadow ban is removed. I've only ever been shadow banned twice, and I kind of saw it coming because I was dropping a huge amount of kills per game in Black Ops 6, so upwards of like 120 kills per game on a fairly new account. So I kind of expected those shadow bans to come in, but obviously when they do shadow ban you, if they don't find any sort of cheat or anything like that, you will get unbanned. And as I said, we're completely undetected, and shadow bans are something that legit players can experience as well. It has nothing to do with the actual cheat. Now, some cheats can get you shadow banned, and right after you're shadow banned, within that week, you will get permanently banned. And that's usually with cheats that are detected or with internals that have unlocked tools and things like that. You're pretty much guaranteed to be banned once you're shadow banned with those, but as I said, you have nothing to worry about when it comes to our products. So yeah, once you purchase your license key, you will be provided with the actual download to the cheat as well, and you want to download that onto a USB drive. And the reason for that is because it is part of the detection system. It will help towards making sure that you stay undetected. So we recommend using any of our externals through a USB drive, and it will automatically eject the USB as well after use, so you don't have to keep unplugging it and plugging it back in. But yeah, so once you've downloaded it onto your USB just like that, go ahead and open it through your USB. And one thing you want to make sure before you open it is make sure you've closed out of your Battle.net launcher, which is where obviously Call of Duty is downloaded, right? So you make sure that it's completely closed out. If you do see it down here, right click it and click on close. And yeah, once you do open this, the screen might have gone blank when I did launch it, and that's because it asks you for admin permissions. You just click yes on that. It doesn't allow me to record that through the recording software. For some reason, it just gives a blank screen, so that's why you might have seen a blank screen. Let's go ahead and go into Black Ops 6 just like that. So you enter your key into the loader that you purchased from the website, and you click login, and that will take a couple of seconds to log in. And like I said, you want to make sure that you are completely closed out of Battle.net when you do load the cheat, and especially make sure you're not in the game at all. I know there are some externals that require you to be in the game first, and once you're in the menu, you open it then. This is completely different. Doing it with that sort of method is pretty much like asking for a ban. Again, everything I'm showing in this video is explained in the instructions that will be provided to you when you do purchase the product. But yeah, once you have opened the loader and you have entered your key, go ahead and click on start. Now, if for any reason we are updating the cheat or the game is, for example, updating, if there is any game update, it will automatically disable the cheat until we go ahead and update it for the latest version, so you don't have to worry about playing on an outdated version and getting banned. And if it says up to date, then that does mean that it is 100% up to date and you're completely fine to use it. So yeah, at all times we do keep your account safe, so you don't have to continue checking back or kind of like, you know, start worrying, is it safe to use it now, is it not safe to use it now, the game's just updated, should I do it now? You know, you don't have to really worry about any of that. Everything will be shown to you on this page right here when you do log in. But yeah, so go ahead and click on start, and that will start loading the actual cheat for you, and this can take about 10 to 15 seconds. And yeah, you might have heard that little beep right there. That pretty much means that it has done it, and it will give you the successfully injected or successfully started message just like that. And you can see that it has removed the USB now from the system as well. If you do not see this message over here and you see any sort of error, it will explain to you what you need to do to fix that error. But yeah, make sure you do see this message right here before you load the game, okay? If you don't see this, that means that it has not started successfully and you need to do it again. And if you do see any sort of error over here, just fix it and you can load back in. You don't have to restart your PC. But when you do inject the cheat into your game, if you close your game, you need to restart your PC before you open it again or before you try injecting again. So each restart, you can only inject it once into the game. Make sure you remember that. So over here, go ahead and click on OK, and that will close the menu for you. And now you're ready to go ahead and start the Battle.net launcher, where you can go ahead and go into Call of Duty. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, and here we go. Let's go ahead and click on play, and that will launch us straight into the game. And as soon as your game starts, it should bring up the menu. It might take a little bit longer depending on the performance of your PC, but you don't have to worry. By the time you get to the main menu, it should bring up the menu. Okay, yeah, it has been a while since I've actually played Call of Duty. As you can see, it's asking me to set everything up again, so let me go ahead and do that. There we go. And as I said, you'll be able to use this on Warzone. You can use this on Black Ops 6 and also Zombies as well, which is also part of Black Ops 6. And yeah, ranked, anything basically. You can use it on anything that you see on this menu, okay? But yeah, let's go ahead and go into multiplayer. Let me turn down the music. And then also I need to change this over here. Okay, there we go. So when it comes to the features, everything is explained over on the website, so you can take a look over there. I'm just gonna go ahead and change a few things. This is everything you see on the screen right now. Everything is default, so this is what it comes with by default. Everything is pretty much ready to go. You can jump into a game and start using it right away if you wish to, but I do recommend tweaking it a little bit and kind of making it your own. So for example, the aim preference, I like to put it on 3D instead of 2D. It just makes it a lot better. And then you've got nearest for the aim bone. I do recommend having it on nearest instead of having it on head only, for example, right? You can see in the kill feed easily that you're only getting headshots, and you're obviously going to get reported for that, right? You can't really blame the cheat if you do get shadow banned for something like that. And as I said again, like, shadow bans are temporary, okay? So you don't have to worry about that. And it kind of sucks that Warzone or Call of Duty seems to be the only game that have a shadow ban system like that, which only kind of happens solely based on player reports. Any other external that we do have, you do not have to worry about that. But with this, you kind of have to play it safe and kind of like, avoid any sort of reports when you can. When you do have a higher level account, it's a lot easier than if you've got a fresh account, drop in, a lot of kills, and obviously that's pretty blatant. But here we go. So let me go ahead and keep this on normal. What am I been doing? Normally I like to put this on right shift and then bind my side key button to right shift, so I can just easily put the press the side key button on my mouse and it will do it for me, or it will aim for me. But for a lot of people, I know you're going to be using it on the right mouse button, so I'm just going to keep it over here. We're also going to go ahead and turn on player prediction. And then for dynamic FOV, the way it works is, this is your standard FOV right here, right? So if you make this small, as long as you've got an enemy within this FOV, the FOV will start expanding if the enemy is moving out of it. So for example, if I've got a small enemy in here and they start running and they kind of go out of this FOV circle, this FOV circle will then expand and go to the length of the maximum dynamic FOV. So that's kind of useful if you just want to have it a little bit more legit, if you don't want the FOV to snap on enemies that are like over here, but as long as you've kind of precisely aimed at them, you do want it to gradually expand and continue locking on, even if they do go out of your FOV circle. So that kind of looks like aim assist. But yeah, that's completely up to you if you want to do that. Now, one thing I do want to mention, which I forgot to mention earlier, is with this external, you will not be able to use the aimbot with controller. That is only a keyboard and mouse feature. Of course, you can use controller and everything else will work fine, but when it comes to the aimbot, that is only for keyboard and mouse. And that is the reason for that isn't because we're not able to make it controller support, is simply because it has to do with detections. It just kind of risks it more when you do have like aimbot helping towards a controller player compared to a keyboard and mouse player. It's just like technical, but yeah, that's the reason behind it. We do also have recoil control over here, which will only work when you're actually aiming at a enemy or shooting at an enemy that is actually within your FOV circle. So without that, it's not going to work. I'd like to personally just keep it at 0. I like to control my recoil myself. It's not that difficult. Now, you do also have visuals. I'm gonna have to turn off the box field. I really don't like that. And then over here you've got the crosshair, which is the little circle in the middle, the little plus sign in the middle, which allows you to kind of aim even when you don't really have your crosshair, or it kind of centers your screen at all times, right? And then you've got the watermark, which is just a little Black Ops 6 title at the top left, which is not really necessary. You can turn that off if you wish to. I'm going to turn the FOV circle as well. And I'm also going to turn off the draw FOV. And that's pretty much it when it comes to actually setting up the cheat for myself. This is what I like to keep it at. And now we're pretty much ready to go ahead and jump into a game, and I can show you how this works. Alright, here we go, jumping into the first game, and you can see the enemies are already rendered in just as the match starts. Let's go ahead and choose our loadout. And let me show you this cheat in action. Like I said, I haven't actually played this game for a good 2-3 weeks, so my gameplay might be a little off. Again, I'm purposely not trying to overpeak or like make it blatant. Just because obviously that you don't really do that. People often look at kill cams, and if they see that, you know, you're kind of looking around the corner way too obviously, then that's not really going to help your case, and they might go ahead and report you. So things like that you just want to be careful of, and just kind of play it slow. Okay, I shouldn't have died there. Wow. And you want to kind of like look in areas where you know there's not an enemy as well. Like for example here, I'm kind of like pre-aiming this, and then if I go ahead and kill that guy, if he looks at the kill cam, he's gonna see that obviously, like, you know, I was looking in areas where there were no enemies, so I might be a legit player, if that makes sense. So things like that, you kind of want to act a little bit as well. There's a lot of acting involved when it comes to Call of Duty cheating, unfortunately. Right now I've got the smoothness pretty high, obviously, this thing right here. But you can turn this up, the X and Y right here, and this will make the aim a little slower, and it'll make it more like aim assist. And of course, like, it's not really necessary. Like, if you want to make it legit, I just recommend turning down the FOV instead of like messing with the smoothness. But like, if you want to be really legit, then you can go ahead and do that. It's completely up to you. It can be customized to your liking pretty easily. And also I've got the aim to the aim bone to closest over here, nearest. So it's gonna aim at any body part that is the closest to it. That's the more legit way of doing it, obviously, because if you got it always aiming at the head, then you know the kill feed is gonna show that, and that's not really gonna help you. Okay, let's carry on killing these people. Let me see if I can drop a nuke this game. Would be quite nice to be on the game after like a month and first game nuke. Oh no. Oh shoot, I thought I died from that the explosion, so I didn't even bother kind of like aiming at him.
UAV has been destroyed.
Oh, this is too fun. Jeez, I'm definitely getting reported. Jeez. There we go, GG's, man. 10 KD, first game. Not bad, not bad. Alright, jumping into the second game, let me go ahead and see if we can drop a nuke. Okay, that's the challenge for this video, because I know people are definitely going to say, oh, you're cheating, but you still end up dying. So yeah, let's go ahead and see what happens. Ah, man. Okay, maybe I should... I want to switch to my SMG. Oh. Oh my god. You're baited. Let's play it nice and slow. Nice and slow. I forgot how to do the... How do you do a dive again? I haven't played in so long. Hold on, I'm trying to figure out my controls. How do you do the dive? Is it... Yeah. Oh no, what have I done? How do you dive? C is to... Oh, okay, left control. Got it. No, I saw that coming, man. Okay, let's go again, let's go again. I feel like I need an extended mag on this. No. Oh my god. We'll drop a nuke this game, don't even worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Hostile LVBR drop detected.
Yeah, this is a sweaty ass lobby, man.
Taking B.
That's a kill.
Enemy UAV inbound. Securing Charlie. Securing C.
I need ammo, man. To pick up a gun or something. Oh, jeez. Not like we need it, but it helps our teammates. Oh, look at that.
Losing B. The lead is on.
Good effect.
Yeah, run out of at that situation. Ooh, how many kills are we even at? How many do we need? I don't even know. Ooh, so close. Hold on. I'm trying to pick up some ammo. Does this not give more ammo? I don't even know how this works, man. Oh. Oh my god. Oh, that was right on my head. The perk saved me. Black jacket. Hold on, I'm like 1 or 2 away. Oh my god, I hate shotguns. Please give me another weapon, man.
Locking down Charlie.
Oh, not this. Not this. Bro, what's going on? Give me this. Oh my god. Yeah, let me run back here, man. What am I doing? I can just use this. Oh my god, I'm so stupid. Alright, hold on. Let's finish this. Let's finish this. Did we get it? Not yet. Please. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm dead here.
Losing Bravo.
I've got no ammo. I'm dead here. Oh. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, that's so unfortunate, man.
Losing A.
I didn't have the scavenger perk that I always rock on my loadouts. It allows you to pick up ammo.
Taking B.
But yeah, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. Let's finish the game here. I hope you guys got to kind of see the extent of what this external can do. And again, this was me playing after like a month break. How do you use flares on this? Q. No, this is so sad. Oh, we're getting shot at? From who? Alright, not bad, not bad. 72 kills. I'm asking for a shadow ban at this point. Look at that, man.
Securing Charlie.
And these are prestige masters in this lobby. But yeah, I'm kind of bummed about the nuke. Could have definitely gotten it if I had the right perk. Look at that, crazy, crazy.
Marshall's people are no fool.
The game ends. Oops.
Requesting recon above.
Alright, there we go, guys. That is the end of the video. Hopefully you did like it. If you did, then make sure to drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and as always, thanks for watching.